With the first round of Phase 5 in the books, guys, and as we await, of course, the top 100 reveal, I wanted to talk about from all of those responses that I've seen personally for this Phase 5 Recruitment Challenge. I've seen a lot of responses, guys. I mean, look, we'll talk about this later on in the show about how many responses Phase has received for Phase 5, but let's just put it this way. It's a lot of responses, and I've seen a lot, and I definitely want to get your guys' thoughts about who had the best Phase 5 response as far as from your personal perspective. So let's talk about that. Who had the best response, guys? Obviously, you guys know, I love me some me sometimes, and so I'm going to say that, you know, in a completely biased way, I feel like I had a great response, and I think it's up there with many other responses out there. I think that we put everything that we had into the Phase 5 Recruitment Challenge, from not just the response itself, but what we did throughout the course of, you know, those 2 weeks. I mean, ultimately, those 2 weeks leading up to the Phase 5 response, I think that we did something really special. 5+ videos a day, 71 videos in total for the Phase 5 Recruitment Challenge, which I believe was a record for the most videos ever put out for Phase 5. You guys can kind of course, check on that and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we broke a record for Phase 5 as far as that's concerned. But ultimately, I loved our response, but there's a lot of other guys out there who did a great job. One of those being Mario, who is a part of Seven, guys. He was one of the founders of Seven with Unlucky. They actually were a part of L7, and then of course after, you know, departing L7, their new venture is, you know, Team 7, and so he brought out a response that I thought was really cool. You know, he kind of like custom made this car. He did some really cool things in his response that were very unique. And so I really enjoyed Mario and what he did with his response. I also really enjoyed Parallel Potter as well as Parallel Sean. Both of their responses were really good as well. I think that both of them have a really good chance. Sean has been a part of the trick shotting and sniping community for a very long time. I think it's like close to 10 years. And you also have Potter, who has taken trick shotting to a new type of, you know, spectrum almost. Pretty much what he does, guys, is he does in real life trick shots while going for trick shots on Call of Duty, which is really awesome. It's like very unique, and that's something I really respect a lot. I love the uniqueness of it. And I just love, one of the big reasons for me, guys, that those two, I absolutely love their responses, is because it kind of still ties into what Phase 5 was all about. The origin story of Phase 5 was all about trick shotting and sniping in Call of Duty. And that's what Phase 5 was all about back in the day. Now, obviously, it's changed where it's everyone and anyone can go for Phase 5, but I still really enjoy that. The same can be said for Obey Bams. I thought Bams did an incredible job, guys. I thought that his response was great. Let's just put it this way. There were a number of people who I really enjoyed. And you can look no further, guys, than the Voices of Phase 5, which came out from Stropsy. They featured 6 of us that in that article. I'll put it in the description down below. But we, 6 of us, I was one of the people included in that had responses, and people really, you know, were able to, you know, kind of show off what they were all about. And I was one of those people. But there was another person, her name is Knowledge. She is a creator, guys, who's 13 years old, and she has done something that reminds me of what I was kind of doing back in the day, guys, when I was, you know, that young, and getting into the, you know, the scene from a content perspective and such. I was more like 16 when I started really playing Call of Duty in a massive way, and just kind of really getting into video creation. But her being 13 and creating what she put together for her Phase 5 response, it wasn't anything like super special, but it reminds me of what it was like going for different recruitment challenges and just being, you know, kind of that origin story. And I think that if she continues doing what she does, guys, moving forward and really kind of puts into practice over time, she's going to be something really special in the future. Now, obviously, guys, there's a number of other people. I mean, I could go on and on the list of people that went for this recruitment challenge that did unbelievable things. But those would probably be the ones at the top of my list. There's a lot of other trick shotters, a lot of other snipers, I think, that really got a good shot. As far as artists, different comedians, musicians, there's going to be people who are definitely going to be dark horses that are going to come out of nowhere and are going to make the top 100, I'm sure. And we're all going to be dissecting and breaking down those individuals in the top 100. And that's what makes Phase 5 so incredible. It can really make somebody who's an underdog or someone who's underrated and turn them into something that they never thought was possible just through the recruitment challenge itself. But those are the best Phase 5 responses. I can't really say, guys, that there was one response, other than myself, of course, that had, the best Phase 5 response. I would say there was a number of people who I thought had very good responses, and the spectrum all the way around, from trick shotting, sniping, content creation, to Fortnite, to just, streaming, all of those different things, these different individuals were able to pull off, and it's something really special, guys. But I would love to know from all of you, who do you think had the best Phase 5 response? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Phase 5 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.